Okay, so this is what we've got set up for our palette. This is what we're going to be using in the demonstration. You can see I've got 4 values. I've got pure white, titanium white, and I've got a mixture of titanium white and raw umber. So it's raw umber here. So this is the raw umber by itself, raw umber with a little bit of white, raw umber with a little bit more white. So these are grays. I would refer to them as grays or tones, but they're actually made with the umber and the white. It's an optical gray. The brushes I'm using, where I'm starting off, it'll be with this. This is just a number 4, I believe, 6 bristle round. A bad bristle round, by the way. But I think I complained about that before in class. And then I also had a badger hair blending brush, just a soft blending brush here. I used a bristle, a 6, I think. Yeah, 6 bristle flat. And then I had 2 Sable 6 rounds, or one looks like it might be a 4. Yeah, 4. So we have a 6 Sable round and a 4 Sable round, a 1 for white and 1 for the dark. So you want to have a variety of values. The medium is the medium we mixed up before. And what we're going to be doing, what we are doing, you're going to see, you've got, this shows you kind of the way it starts. So this is the umber tones and then the color on top. Okay. So we're going to be doing the thing we're going to be doing next is going to be the umber underpainting. And then the next, then that'll dry completely. And then we'll do the color on top of that for the whole painting. Okay. So that's that. All right. So we're going to start our painting of the still life. I've got the still life set up so that I've got light shining in through the window. So it's actually going to be lighting my still life, and it's going to be lighting my painting in the same exact way. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with a thumbnail drawing, thumbnail sketch. We'll just assume I've done that already. And I'm just using a number 8, or actually number 6 bristle. Thin down, medium. Not being real careful just yet. Just sort of blocking in, figuring out where the edges of things are going to be. Now I mixed up 2 different values. I mixed up a light gray and a dark gray using my raw umber and white. So on the light side of the object, we're going to start with that light gray. Even though we have a lighter object, the green apple is seemingly lighter than the red apple. We're going to still treat those lights the same for right now. They'll get lighter. There's going to be a difference later. And this is still thinned out with the medium. On the shadow side, I've got a darker gray. I'm just using the one brush right now. I'm not using two different brushes. This is going to get darker, most likely, and the light side's going to get lighter. I'm just scrubbing this in, so I want it nice, a nice thin layer, and you can kind of see I can still see the support underneath. This is the support we prepared, by the way, earlier. And so you can see that we're not getting that kind of seepage that we had before in the paint into the board. And I am going to put something on that surface plane. The surface plane's getting a lot of light on it. This is just that lighter tone that I mixed up. So I'm checking now where my proportion should be. This apple should be down a little bit lower, or the other one should be up a little bit higher. My bowl should be out a little bit further this way. I got a pretty dark tone in the background. This is just going to be the umber by itself. Keeping the paint real thin at the beginning. You can always get thicker, but you want to spread it out. You don't want it puddling up. Cast shadow. So you can see that it's very vague right now, very general. Surface plane on the other side is a little bit darker, so use the darker gray. brush. So I've got a soft blender, and I'm going to spread this paint out even more. And I'm going to switch to sable brushes for detail. And I'm going to have one that's going to be dark and one that's going to be light. These are short handle brushes and they don't need to be necessarily. The only reason, in fact, they probably shouldn't be. The only reason I use the short handle is because these are the brushes that travel around with me to school, so it keeps the brushes safer, the bristles safer. The longer ones have a tendency to get messed up. I'm using form following strokes as I'm coming around. So that means following the form of the fruit. This is a dry blender. There's no paint on this at all. Just spreading around what I have. I'm constantly cleaning it. Now I'm going to have a brush for the light as well. Sable as well. This is going to go on thick and opaque as I start to put my lights on. And use the same blender. Let's spread that around. Some lights now, highlights on the red apple. The red apple highlights aren't going to be as light as the highlights on the green apple. So I constantly am bringing the lights up. Again, form following. As we start to develop that form. I also have a reflected light, a little bit of a reflected light over on this side. And the thing I need to be careful about on that reflected light is that it's not as light as the light on the shadow side. So if I put the light onto that darker value, it should not be too bright. So now I've just got basic form, light side, shadow side, light side, shadow side. This is fairly dark in here. And I am going to keep working on this, and you are going to get to see it speed it up as I figure out what needs to change or doesn't as I keep moving this ball.